Apple has done it again with the MacBook Pro 16-inch M3 Max. While it retains the same fetching design and gorgeous mini LED display as the previous M2 Max model, this premium laptop's performance is currently second to none. The steep $3,499 starting price stings, but professional creatives and even gamers will get their money's worth. The new 16-inch MacBook Pro with the M3 Max chip is the most powerful laptop we have ever tested. I know I said that about the MacBook Pro 16-inch with the M2 Max processor released earlier this year, but Apple has outdone itself once more with this monstrous notebook. It's easily one of the best MacBooks yet. Other than the new space black color that diminishes fingerprints, the latest MacBook Pro 16-inch is virtually identical to previous models. That means you still get a gorgeous 16-inch Liquid Retina XDR display, plenty of ports and a sleek, sturdy design. But there's a whole lot of power underneath the familiar chassis thanks to the M3 Max processor. To be clear, the 16-inch MacBook Pro with an M3 Max chip isn't for everyone, and not just because of its lofty $3,499 starting price. If you are a creative professional who works with 8K videos, then this beastly laptop should facilitate your workflow. Similarly, the M3 Max chip also makes this MacBook Pro a powerful gaming rig. However, if you only dabble in video editing or primarily use the best laptops for writing, the new 14-inch MacBook Pro M3 might be a better choice. Is the MacBook Pro 16-inch right for you? Watch my full review to find out. The 16.2-inch Liquid Retina display remains as gorgeous as ever. Not only is it bright and colorful, but its 120Hz ProMotion refresh rate makes everything run smoothly, especially games. As before, this is hands down one of the best laptop displays out there. The latest trailer for Monarch Legacy of Monsters looked incredible on the 16.2-inch display. I was especially impressed by the amount of details seen on the various monsters, including the big guy Godzilla. Most of the trailer is dark, but everything appeared crisp and clear. The final shot of Godzilla roaring in a desert during the day was nice and bright thanks to the XDR display. Our lab tests confirm my experience with the 16-inch MacBook Pro's panel. When pointing our colorimeter at the screen, we found that it achieves 116.7% of the sRGB color gamut and 83.2% of the more demanding DCI-P3 color space. Color accuracy is great with the MacBook Pro 16-inch turning in a Delta E score of 0.11. These values are identical to the previous model, which is awesome. HDR brightness is also comparable to the M2 Max version, hitting 1546 nits of brightness when displaying HDR content on 10% of the display and 1123 nits of 100% of the screen. Things get more interesting with non-HDR brightness. Where the M2 Max averaged 455 nits of brightness, the new MacBook Pro averaged 563 nits. That's not the advertised 600 nits of HDR brightness, but it's certainly brighter than before. How does the 16-inch MacBook Pro's display stack up against competing notebooks? The display on Apple's laptop gets brighter than both the Samsung Galaxy Book 3 Ultra and the latest Dell XPS 15 OLED. Samsung's device delivers comparable color saturation and accuracy, while Dell's laptop has more saturated colors and slightly less color accuracy. The 6-speaker sound system made my ears happy thanks to the rich, deep sound quality. Roaring monsters and booming explosions in the Monarch trailer sounded cinematic, with even small details coming through clearly. The detuned guitar riffs in Nevermore's Enemies of Reality sounded appropriately bassy. Overall, the laptop's speakers deliver excellent sound on podcasts, movies, and music. Port selection remains the same as the two previous 14 and 16-inch MacBook Pros. You will find 3 Thunderbolt 4 USB-C ports, an SD card slot, and an HDMI port. There's also a headphone jack and a MagSafe port. The latter is still one of my favorite features on the redesigned MacBooks released in the last couple of years. The HDMI 2.1 port supports up to 8K resolution on an external monitor at 60Hz. Conversely, you can connect to a 4K display at up to 240Hz. The M3 Pro chip can support up to 2 external displays, and the M3 Max chip can manage up to 4 displays. At the risk of sounding redundant, the MacBook Pro 16-inch with the M3 Max is truly the most powerful Apple computer we've ever tested. As my review demonstrated, this spaced-out laptop not only beats its predecessors but also smokes comparable Windows laptops. If you are a professional video editor, you will tear through projects faster than before, and if you are a gamer, the M3 Max delivers Windows PC quality gaming for titles optimized for Apple Silicon. Also, the new space black finish makes an already awesome product even better. Right now, the MacBook Pro 16-inch with M3 Max is the premium Apple notebook. However, it's not for everyone. If you mostly use computers for writing, web surfing, and watching videos, you are better off with either the $1,599 MacBook Pro M3 or the even cheaper $1,299 MacBook Air 15-inch. Folks like myself who dabble in video editing and enjoy occasionally gaming on Macs would do well to consider the 14 or 16-inch MacBook Pro with M2 Pro, which starts at $1,999 and $2,499 respectively. While I can't recommend the MacBook Pro 16-inch with M3 Max to everyone, it's an absolute beast of a laptop that proves Apple Silicon's might. As before, Apple has set a new standard that its competitors must now live up to. If you own an old Intel MacBook Pro or even an M1 Max powered laptop and need more power, you can't do better than this. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.